We're back with our third installment of Inside the Soap Shop. Today we're going to watch Irene unmolding the soap that we made yesterday and show you how we actually cut the block and then the logs into bars. So let's come on in the soap shop and we'll go straight on back to our production room where Irene's waiting for us. This is our half block of Milk and Honey soap that we showed you yesterday. This block actually is capable of holding a 50-pound block. In here we've got approximately 25 pounds of soap. And we line the inside of the mold so that we can actually lift the mold off. Then she unwraps the paper off the mold, off the soap. Your cutter is right over there. She had me check her wires for her to make sure they were. This mold and cutter we got for craft's sake. Works very well for us. And then we just ease it down onto the block of soap, which cuts it into 3 times 4, is that right? 5, 15 logs, I think it is. And then after the soap is cut into logs, then we'll cut it into bars. How's it cutting, Irene?
It is doing well. Just taking it easy. Hate to break wires.
We recently adjusted our soap formula slightly to make it a little bit easier to cut the soap. We were having a problem with a lot of broken wires, so we changed the formula just a little bit. We tweaked it into the soap conference, picked up some great tips. And it's the Handcrafted Soap Makers Conference, and it's an annual conference. It's really informative, and we always learn something every year when we go. Looks like she's just about down there. Can you go ahead and separate out one of the logs and hold it up, and then we'll cut and come back and once you get over to the cutting table and show them how you cut a log into the bars. There is one of the logs of soap, and we're going to stop now for a minute, and then Irene we'll be back in a little bit with Irene, and she'll show us how she cuts that into bars. Thank you so much. Okay, we're back now with Irene. She's already cut part of the bar, about half the block or so. We're going to watch her. Here's how we turn from the block to the log. You saw that, and now from the log to the bar. You just push slowly, evenly down, and you end up with bars of soap. She's going to hold one up here for us. There you go. That's how we take it all the way through to the bar. So we put these in our lids. I believe I mentioned that in one of the earlier videos we shot. And they need to cure for 2 to 4 weeks. And then we wrap them and shrink them in our packaging, and then they're ready to be sold. So this, now you've seen step by step, this is our process that we go through to make soap. And we'll probably be showing you some more tidbits down the road, but I hope you enjoyed this little series. Thanks so much for joining us. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.